Steve Barr. Steve could be making his way forward. Steve is the head of the highly successful Green Dot Charter School movement that has a tremendous impact on education in South Central Los Angeles. Green Dot schools, if you don't know this or not, they outperform comparable LAUSD schools by a wide margin, and students go to college at a rate more than 15 times higher than comparable public schools in the area. So if you, a big round of applause for Steve Barr.
Where's Ron Kaye at? Where is he? Is he hiding in the shade? Where is he? Ron Kaye. Yeah, I see you. Thank you for joining. Hey, listen, I was going to be a journalist at one point and had to make a decision. Do I want to cover the news or make the news? Welcome to Making the News. I appreciate it. I'll go anywhere for you, brother. Good for Ron Kaye. Come on, you guys. You know, years ago in 1966, Robert Kennedy was campaigning, and he spent a day in the Bedford-Stuyvesant area of New York, and he got taken around by a priest and a reverend and a few other folks, and he was shocked. He'd never seen that. He'd never seen what was going on in that city. And he was visibly shaken, and one of the reverends, the local reverend, said to him, what's the matter, Mr. Kennedy? He goes, if I lived in this neighborhood, I would either be a hoodlum or a revolutionary. All you folks out here, you need to come to some of these neighborhoods, because we have neighborhoods in Los Angeles right now that look just like that neighborhood 40 years ago. And that's on our watch generationally. Locke High School, which we took over and began summer school two weeks ago. And I'm here to report to you that kids are wearing uniforms, they're tucked in, they're in class, and they are learning. That school's been around for 40 years. It opened after the Watts riots. And if you could somehow take all the kids who've been to that school over the last 40 years, and you could somehow get them all together, we know that 60,000 people have gone to that school over 40 years. And if you took a bullhorn, let's say you got them on 3 football fields, 60,000 people, and you took a bullhorn out and said, now step out of the circle if you didn't graduate from Locke High School. 40,000 people would have to step out of that circle. You'd have 20,000 people left. And then if you said to the 20,000 people, now step out of the circle if you didn't go to a 4-year college, meaning you're entering into a world where you might make $1 million over a lifetime more than those that don't, and you might have the minimum requirements to be a teacher. 12,000 more people would get out of that circle. You'd be down to 8,000 people. Now you got 8,000 people, and if you said to them, step out of the circle, if you didn't graduate from college, you get down, as we know, 3% of the people that enter that high school graduate from college, you get down about 2,600 people out of 60,000 people. Small little group over in the corner. And if you said to them, how many of you came back to Watts to start a charter school, or start a company, or go into politics, or become a teacher? None of them. The problem is, we've got a lot of Locke High Schools in this city. We've got a lot of them. And until you change that school system, nothing in this city changes. I love the bike. I love museums. But until you change the schools and take the schools back and are very specific about what you want when you take them back, not just blame people, then you'll change the city. And if it can happen at Locke, in Watts, where kids are up against it, they come from housing projects, it can happen at Marshall High School in Silver Lake. It can happen at Beverly Hills High School. It can happen at Venice High School. It can happen at Fairfax High School. How many people here went to public schools in L.A.? How many of you sent your kids to those public schools? Down to 5, 6, 7. But I got to tell you, take back L.A., we're a little pigmentally challenged here. Next time you have a rally, come to Watts. Next time you have a rally, come to South L.A. Next time you have a rally, go to Boyle Heights. Challenge yourself, because most of the people that go to those schools don't look like us. They're younger, they have different skin color, and they are waiting and praying that you come and help them. Thank you.